Good evening. I'd like to dedicate this presentation of the absurdity of finite light to my son Christian. It's his birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christian. Happy birthday to you. Well, he's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. He's a jolly good fellow. What shall I say all about? Ollie! Happy birthday, mate. Speed of light. Now, everybody's heard that it takes, if the sun turned off, Earth would not know for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, right? So they say, if the sun was off and it turned on, it would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes and 20 seconds for Earth to notice this change. Now, during a solar eclipse, this is a sweet spot right there, planet Earth, right? And we have the moon directly in front of that sun. Now, when the solar eclipse is happening, if the sun turned off right in the middle of the sweet spot moment, how would we not see it turn off straight away if we're seeing the sun directly behind the moon with no delay? Why would it take 8 minutes and 20 seconds? It does not make sense, does it? Of course it doesn't make sense. They say if the sun turned off, it would take 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the darkness to reach Earth. Now, how can that be? Because during the solar eclipse, the sun's corona is surrounding the moon, isn't it? The moon and the sun is directly behind the moon in real time. And we know it's in real time because the sun, the moon shadow, and that sweet spot position on planet Earth are all in one perfectly laser-like, sharp, straight line. There can be no delay. Now, what we're looking at during the solar eclipse is the moon, and at the very, very same time, we're seeing the sun that is directly behind the moon. Now, there is supposed to be a gap of 8 minutes and 20 seconds from here to there. Now, if there were a gap, if it did take light, if it took the sun's anything 8 minutes and 20 seconds to be noticed on planet Earth, right? Something changed. Why are we seeing the sun directly behind the moon during a solar eclipse? Why? Why? There is no delay. There is no delay whatsoever. It is so obvious, right, that the sun is radiating absolute light that it's beyond comprehension that anybody could find time for photons to be banging about in this gap here, because there is no time. So, the sun turns off. We're not even in the eclipse mode right now. We're just casually going throughout our business during the day, and the sun suddenly turns off. Bang. We wouldn't know for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. So we'll bring this down here, right? And we'll pretend this is the sun. We won't now because I left it on. The battery's flat, so we're just going to have to use a hypothetical or a theoretical sun. I'm sure lots of you are used to that. You just imagine it in our heads. It doesn't need to be real. The sun turned off 2 minutes ago, right? So here we have darkness, right? But as far as planet Earth is concerned, and anybody looking, the sun is still on. Now, Enter the solar eclipse. Now we're going to fit the solar eclipse into this. Bang! So 2 minutes in, the sun turned off 2 minutes ago. In 6 minutes and 20 seconds, Earth will know. But for now, we don't know. But if it's during the solar eclipse moment all of a sudden, what's that? During the solar eclipse moment, it's okay, we're safe. I sorted it. How is it possible that we're still seeing the sun if it turned off 2 minutes ago? It can't be. I think they want their cake and they want to eat it too. They don't want to pay a bill. They're not going to leave a tip. They want the whole shebang cadoodle, don't they? It's obvious, right? The sun turned off 2 minutes ago. The sun is off. The science says that planet Earth would not know about this turning off of the sun for 8 minutes and 20 seconds. But all of a sudden we're going to use a solar eclipse. We're going to insert a solar eclipse into that situation. The sun turned off 2 minutes ago. Everybody's being told that they will not know about the sun turning off for another 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Bang! Insert the eclipse. Sweet spot, moon. The moon is still directly behind the sun. And it is in real time because the straight line goes straight through the middle. It's a paradox. It simply cannot be. Look, you can paint this any colour you want. During a solar eclipse, when the sun is directly behind the moon, there is zero light delay. There is zero light delay. There cannot be any light delay because the sun is directly behind the moon. It's illogical. It doesn't make sense. It defies both common sense and it defies logic. And it doesn't take a wizard to work this out. It's right here. The sun turned off at any time. The planet, the whole solar system, is thrown into darkness and cold in a heartbeat. Like that. Because the sun's light is absolute. There is no Mickey Mouse photon to be seen anywhere. And if there is, where exactly are they? Where are they? They will not answer because they do not have an answer, all right? It cannot be any clearer than this. What are we looking at? 8 minutes. Let's do another 2 minutes in. No, 5 minutes in. The sun has been off for 5 minutes. The sun has been off for 5 minutes. There's a solar eclipse happening. At the same time as the solar eclipse happened, the sun turned off. Why would you not see it turn off immediately? You have to see it turn off immediately. Because it's directly behind the moon, no delay. It is not going to take 8 minutes and 20 seconds, is it? It's ridiculous. The science is contradicting itself all of the time. It's illogical. It's a paradox. You simply cannot have a solar eclipse with finite light. It doesn't work. It does not work. This is a sweet spot position, right? Straight through the middle of the sun. It's supposed to be, all right? Now, we're looking down on everything, okay? Now, let's go here. This position here is 2.08 degrees before the sweet spot moment of the solar eclipse. This is where people are facing 8 minutes and 20 seconds before moving into the sweet spot, right? So in this moment, the bell rings. There's going to be a solar eclipse. We're going to see the sun perfectly covered up by the moon in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Stopwatch, go. Now, the sun just launched the photons that are going to take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach the moon. The sun just launched those photons. Planet Earth was facing this way, 2.08 degrees before the sweet spot moment. Where is the sun? Where is the sun in this moment? In 8 minutes and 20 seconds, planet Earth, the people are going to turn into the sweet spot position and they're going to see a solar eclipse. Now, where is the sun when it launches the photons? Here? Okay, let's do it from here. Bang! The photons fly. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes and 20 seconds. And planet Earth has turned, bang, into the sweet spot position. The moon is directly in front of the sun, right? But how is it possible that the people in this sweet spot position right here are seeing both the photons that have been traveling for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, right? As well as the light source that radiated those photons 8 minutes and 20 seconds earlier? Why are the people in this sweet spot seeing this and this at the same time? It's a paradox. It cannot happen with finite light. The only way people are going to witness the sun being directly behind the moon during a solar eclipse is if the sun's light is absolute. There is no delay. It's so obvious. It hurts bad. That is how obvious it is. 13 minutes. The whole thing is so ridiculous. It is an insult to people's intelligence, but you still cannot see it. Roma, Io and Jupiter, what a way to work out the speed of light. The first freaking train out of the station, and he decides to use a moon orbiting a planet that is sometimes nearly 1 billion kilometers away. 750 million to 900 million kilometers away. And we think that with a telescope in the 1700s, with no timekeeping devices, listen, I think I'm not even going to go to the 15 there. I'm not even going to take it to the 15 minutes, I don't think. I really don't.
This is Star Talk. Neil deGrasse Tyson here.
No!
As always.
Absurdities. Buenas noches. La luz del sol es absoluta, que no hay nada de retraso, nada. Instantánea. The sun's light is absolute. There is no delay whatsoever. It's absolute light. There is not one single sign, indication, hint of finite light or photons anywhere. Later, peeps.